Hey everyone, I'm Mark Dannenberg. I am the founder and CEO of Options Moneymaker, and we are here on a pretty exciting day. In fact, it's been a pretty exciting first couple of weeks to the new calendar year, 2016. Michael Kastner, he leads our live trading room. Michael's with me today. Michael,
Hey, Mark,
how are you?
everyone. Oh, doing great. Hope everyone is wonderful day.
So,
Fun.
Michael, I know you know me. I tend to not read the news a lot because I don't feel like there's a lot of validity in financial media. The news reporting just is not something that is actionable for traders. But I know you enjoy reading headlines.
Oh yeah, especially on days like today.
So, what kind of headlines were you seeing out there today?
Well, the most interesting one. There's several of them, but the most interesting one I ran across today is it says markets in full scale contagion. Now you know
Markets in full-scale contagion. Okay.
yeah, and I'm a Southern boy. You know I don't even know what contagion means. I can barely spell it. Okay. So I go to Webster Dictionary. When you brought it up today, and I looked at it, I said, you know what? I'm going to go look at it and see. So here's what the Webster's Dictionary online, and I verified it with three different websites. Contagion is a disease spread by close contact of one person to another. It's an infection, an illness, a plague, or a virus. Do we need to call the CDC of Atlanta? I mean, what has that got to do with the market? I mean, how can it be contagion? That's the headlines. I mean, it says markets in full scale contagion. Its
So,
fundamentals and technicals influence each other in a vicious cycle. A vicious cycle? I mean, I know we're down today. I mean, we're going to see some charts in just a little bit, and they'll understand what we mean by all this doom and gloom. You know, then one guy says that Europe on the verge of collapse.
uh-huh.
I mean, invest in legend. This guy says stay the course. You know, Kramer Dow is on life support, economy next. And then Kramer, then turn, not Kramer, well, it is Kramer. He turned around and says the sell-off wasn't hideous enough. So I mean, it's just all this doom and gloom. I mean, it's just incredible. But
It kind of makes you wonder if people actually stay awake at night trying to come up with
oh my
words that can
gosh,
make it more dramatic, more obscene, more absurd the way they describe what's going on. And the unfortunate part about that is people who maybe only half listen or people who aren't aware that they can self-direct their own investments, they can manage their own money, and they're reliant on other people and they're reliant on their 401ks and their retirement accounts, they may actually be in a full-scale panic. Um, I know you said today that you had one thought, not predicting this, but you had one thought that you could see, and I agree with you, that you could see how this pullback that we had today, when we saw the rally towards the end of the day, there are a lot of very inexperienced trader investors out there who may use it as an opportunity to feel as though they got some relief. They're going to dump their stocks and they got out with less of a loss than what they would have gotten out at otherwise. So
that's right.
it, it's unfortunate, especially based on what you and I do and the way we help clients at Options Moneymaker learn how to trade. Um, we like to help people learn how to trade on their own, and we like to help them think like a trader. Now,
You know,
Michael, you and I
I'm
have known
sorry.
each other for years, so
Yes.
let me just remind you about this and ask you if you remember. Remember when you used to send me, this was years ago, and Michael and I used to trade together years and years ago, and we still trade together today, but you used to send me news stories in the middle of the trading
Yes.
day.
Yes. I do. I got scolded for it.
I shut my computer off years ago. I'm sorry, my TV off years ago and stopped watching the news during the middle of the trading day. It just provides zero value in terms of your true understanding about how to go make money.
Yeah, but Mark, it'll make you do things you shouldn't do. And like I told you the other day about, you know, I think I might have said it on the recording, but I'm not sure if I did. But if I didn't, I'll repeat it. And Listen, I'm in the middle of the fairway and I'm looking at the green. I've got a 9 iron in my hand, and my guy says, "Watch out for the water." What water? I don't see any water. Now I see the water right in front of the green. It's a big pond, but I didn't see that pond. So if you're trading and you hear the TV running or the radio, I'm telling you, when I'm trading in my trading room here, I have nothing turned on except for the live trading room. I don't even know what's going on. The world could be falling apart for all I know. I don't hear anything. It's underground. I'm in the part of my house, so it will subconsciously influence you to make the wrong decision. I promise you. If I get a signal to go long, and somebody on TV says, "Oh, we're going, the market's falling to pieces." We made a trade today on it to go long and made money on it when the market was down 580 points. So I mean, you can't get influenced by that stuff. It's just so I'm just so passionate about that. It just really aggravates me. And I learned from you. I mean, I used to do it, and it would, subconsciously I would make mistakes because of that news article or whoever, a phone call I get from somebody or whatever. I don't answer the phone either when I'm trading. I just don't do it.
Well,
I
I
don't want to
actually
be
think that's
influenced.
wise, and that's why you're a great trader, is because you ignore all those external influences, all that static that just doesn't contribute to your success and your ability to trade profitably. So let's put all this into perspective. And, I should say not to toot our horn, but I'm going to toot our horn here just for a moment. And I want people to understand that there is an alternative to all this doom and gloom and all these ridiculous headlines that people are talking about and all this, I don't know what to do, the fear, the panic, the anxiety that so many people have regarding their investments. In our live trading room today, we applied a strategy that we use on a pretty consistent basis every single day. We follow a prescribed set of signals advising us of when to get into a position to go long, when to get into a position to go short. And we've got then a strategy that is available to us to take advantage of those signals. So we did really nothing out of the ordinary today. Yet the market was down big, and then the market was up big. 9 positions, 9 separate positions that we locked in profits on today that we'll be closing tomorrow. 9 positions we locked in profits that we'll be closing tomorrow. The reason we didn't close them today is because we've chosen, this is a choice. We've chosen not to do any day trading in our account. We don't day trade because we want people who are in our live trading room, clients of ours, to be able to follow along with us. And not everybody has the capacity to day trade in their account. And not everybody even understands all of the rules associated with day trading. So we make it very simple. We just take that off the table. We just take that off the table and say, listen, we have adopted a strategy here that created a strategy here that we are helping you implement, each of you in our live trading room, and it doesn't require you to day trade. But we show you how to lock in the profit within the same day, even though it's not a day trade. 9 positions, Michael. We're going to close those in the morning. Now let's
Hmm.
rewind for a minute, because yesterday we also locked in, was it 7 positions? 6 positions. Locked in
Six.
6 positions yesterday. Gosh, it seems like a lifetime ago at this point. And we closed those out this morning for about a $6,000 profit, $6,100.
Yes, that's right. $6,100 this morning.
So we took $6,100 of profits today. We locked in profits tomorrow. We're estimating that those profits that we locked in are going to be worth somewhere around 4,000, 4,500 tomorrow.
And that's
Um,
today. But that's today. And folks, listen. Market was down 570 points at one time today, and we're actually taking profits, and we're going to 45, 43, 40, whatever it is. I mean, tomorrow it'll be over $4,000 that we locked in today, guaranteed that we're going to make in the morning when the market opens. Just phenomenal.
Now, a lot of people are going to have a hard time even comprehending. It's like one of our live trading room members, Donald, actually sent us a note and said, I made $17,000. This was a few days ago. I made $17,000. Oh my gosh, nobody's ever going to believe us. That was the note that he sent to us.
That's
And
right.
and we're not trying to convince anybody. We're just
Mm-hmm.
inviting people to come and check us out. You can check us out at ommprofitbuilders.com. We have an entry level program that allows people to get started. If you're not ready for live trading, you don't jump into um, something that's bigger than you're ready for right away. You can start out with our Profit Builders program, and over a 6 month period, we will teach you what you need to understand in order to be a successful trader. And we'll teach you how to think like a trader. And you'll be able to then, if you have the inclination, if you have the time, you'll be able to participate in a live trading room where you can take the kind of profits that we are. The other thing I want to emphasize, because a lot of people will assume that we're putting on huge amounts of risk, we really don't have much risk on. In fact, we have most, not all, but we have most of our risks actually taken off and secured overnight. Yet we're still able to lock in these very substantial profits. So I had a lot of fun today in our trading room. The people in our trading room had a lot of fun. We get comments all the time from people who are just excited to be there. They enjoy the profits, but we try to create a fun environment too. And I will tell you, if you come and check us out, Michael Kastner, he leads our trading room most every day, and he is an excellent trader. He is an excellent technician when it comes to charting and momentum trades, swing trades, and together we just work very hard to try to help our clients make money. But we're doing it because we are doing it all in a live trading room that is real money. It's not hypothetical trades. So people get to see us actually trading. And if they like our trade, great. If they don't like our trade, that's fine. It's not going to change the way we trade. It just is the way we are trading. We're giving people an opportunity to watch and observe what we're doing. So what do you think's up for tomorrow in the
Mark,
market?
I don't know. I just don't, right now the futures are up a little bit, so we could run higher tomorrow, but I still think overall we're going to down. I mean, I think we're some of my longer term chart says we could go lower, but I think we'll open up in the morning to a little bit to the high side and maybe sell back off. We'll see.
Well, let me just share one chart because I think this is
Yes.
kind of an interesting view here. This is the NASDAQ 100, and this is a 10-year look back. And each bar on the chart is a monthly bar. Now, if you go back to November of 2008, starting in November of 2008, you run a line, which I have done, across all the highs in the last 7 years and 2 months. The last 7 years and 2 months. And you're going to find this rising set of highs. These are what I refer to as natural resistance points. It's when the price has cycled up to a high and then it cycles away. It cycles up to a high and then it cycles away. Those are natural highs. And you have in this look back this very obvious series of higher highs. Then you put a parallel line on that and you identify where your lows are. Now the lows started back here in April 2013, and then fast forward August of 2015 and today. And today was the low that came right down to that rising level of support. So when there's all these headlines about doom and gloom, I look at this chart and say, okay, I get it. I know that we could actually move lower from here, but as of this point in time, despite the fact that NDX has moved down 600 points in the last few weeks, we're still in a rising pattern. We came right down to support today, Michael, and we bounced up off of it. Now, that doesn't
Yes.
mean we won't move lower tomorrow,
That's
but
right.
when you look at some very, very simple technical indicators, the Bollinger Bands are still pointing upward. They're opening to the upside. We came right down to that support. Until we break below this level of support, we're not in a declining trend. We're still in a 7.5 year and 2 month trend. And that's one of the reasons right there, one of the many reasons that I filter out all the headlines that you were sharing with us.
Mm-hmm.
And I, like you, go back to my charts. Now, you have a different set of charts than this one. We all look at, everybody on my team looks at different variables and different technicals, but they all tend to agree that we're still in a rising trend right now.
Mm-hmm.
So,
No doubt.
we appreciate everybody that listens. We just like to share our perspective on the market. We're happy to share with you any insights we have. Bottom line for me is I think everybody ought to take full responsibility for their own financial future. And we try to help you learn how to eliminate fear and anxiety, what's going on with your money. If you're interested in the types of things you hear, check us out at ommprofitbuilders.com. Again, Michael Kastner, thanks for being here. I'm Mark Dannenberg. We will be back again tomorrow. Thanks for listening, everybody.